Hello, Aku here again. Welcome back to Utopia³. I'm on the server at the minute with Andy Stars, also known as Evil Ingera, and he's in our adventure age, messing around with stuff in there, making a really nice adventure age where we're going to capture the monuments and PvP games and stuff, which is very cool. What I'm going to do in a minute is I'm going to cut to some footage from a couple of nights ago. First of all, I've just hit 6,000 subscribers, so thank you very much. Seems only a week or two ago that there was a big 5,000 subscribers thing out there, so thank you very much, new and old subscribers, for subscribing. I hope I keep you entertained enough to stick around, and I suppose I should celebrate somehow. I'm not very... what's the word? I'm not very creative when it comes to celebrations, unfortunately. I'm a bit of a boring bastard when it comes to stuff like that, I guess. What I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to stop moving around so quick, because I know it can be a bit irritating. I'm just going to mess around a little bit here. I'm going to set that to output upwards. I'm going to put a couple of open blocks tanks on top of here, and I'm going to throw 32 pyrotheum dust in there, which should go into these. You go in these pyrotheum dust. Is that a thing? It's going somewhere. Yep, it's going in there. Blazing pyrotheum. Cool. And I'm going to get loads of ender pearls and fill so many with ender pearls. I'm going to make the 9 squares we've got at the base. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? That's not an A, is it? I was going to make Akko in tanks, but I don't think it's going to work. Something like that, half a tank. Yeah, that'll work. I'll put these two further back, and I'm going to do an A out of endarium, liquid ender, that'll do. What have I been doing? Well, a couple of things. After me and Sensei was messing around the other day, I tested, because we can get these bosses into safari nets. I've been messing around, and unfortunately I had a horse in here called Stan, and Nicholas gave him some hay and a little water trough and and named him and gave him some diamond armour. And then what I went and did was I went to see if Earth Guardians could spawn in here. Turns out they can. I've got Air Guardians in there at the minute. Check this out. Drop down here, turn this on. Some of the Ars Magica bosses will spawn from an auto spawner and will die in a grinder, which is very interesting. Now the Earth Guardian has got a big AoE spell, and he kept rocking that about, and unfortunately it killed Stan, which is a bit of a shame. But I think Nicholas is making a memorial to Stan. Well, there we go, check that out. And what it's giving me is a load of infinity orbs, a load of air essence, a lot of these air sleds. Check these out. So an air sled, if you place it down, right click to get on it, and it's create a flight. You just look upwards and it'll fly upwards. Shift to get off it, shift right click to pick it up. Inventory full, not. So I've got these air sleds. It's a little bit, I guess, it is a little bit cheaty. Speaking of cheaty, oops. Check what I've also got in the same vein. Check me out, man. Look at that armour. That's from the Earth Guardian. I've also enchanted it up with protection and breaking, magic resistance, soulbond. Not that we need soulbond because we've got gravestones turned on, but there we go. That's what I'm looking like at the minute. This is self-repairing Ars Magica armour, and it's giving me a full bar of armour across my thing. And the reason why I've been able to enchant it up is just to see, out of interest. I want to see if I can fill a full tier 7 jabber barrel, 524,000. I want to see if I can fill one of them with these essence berries. We're updating open blocks. No, we're not updating extra utilities on Wednesday, I think. And it's the one that has the watering can nerf. Not a nerf, it's a fix, to be honest, because this is ridiculous. At the minute, watering cans in an activator give a 100% growth rate to these. That's getting knocked down to 10%. So I thought, as a challenge, I thought I'd see if I can fill that with berries before the server updates on Wednesday. So that's going to run, and that's just getting a ridiculous amount of experience. I've been using it, I've been enchanting some stuff like this and like some other stuff. So yeah, so the ones I've got up to now, if we look in here, And oh, it's in there still, of course. We've got Air Guardian in there. You can spawn them. You can spawn. You can't spawn nature because it's got too much health. You can spawn water and you can spawn earth. Now, water and earth give you blue infinity orbs, which are blue skill points, and the air ones give you the green skill points. I've not found any. I've not checked anything else yet. I'm guessing the arcane can teleport away. So if I do the arcane, if it can be done, it's going to need one of the interdiction things there to stop him teleporting. And what else is there? There's fire. I've still haven't done fire. The main sense we've got a couple more to go at. We've got water to do on camera. We've not killed a water guardian because I couldn't get it rain of the day. Now I can actually, because I've been using some of these infinity orbs, I can actually make a spell that can cause rain now, which is quite interesting. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut to some footage done on Friday in the Advanced Genetics Void Age that Nemson and Funshine X have been doing a lot in, and that pack's coming out on Wednesday, that bundle. So what's going to happen is our Age of Steam bundle is coming in, so some mods are going out. If you're new to this series, we've got a core set of mods, and then we have bundle mods. So at Christmas we had certain Christmas mods in that have come out with a Christmas Age. That'll be coming back next year. The server's still up if we haven't updated to like different versions that make it incompatible. But the current bundle has been genetics, so it's had mutant creatures, morph, various things like that. That's coming out on Wednesday. And just to see that out, doing a bit of a battle arena so people can go and fight some of the mutant creatures. So we've been setting that up. Now that's mainly Nemson and Funchan doing that. Because I've got a lot of mob essence and spawners and stuff, I've been setting up the mob spawning and they've been doing the rest. So we've been doing a little bit of building there. So I'll show you what we did on Friday, and then I'll come back and we'll go have a look at what it's like now. And I'm not sure if Nemson and Funshine want to do big reveals and stuff, so I'll have a little quick look around. Then hopefully by tomorrow that should be up, so people can have a couple of nights of killing mutant creatures in there before we change the bundle. Cool. And a little bit of news as well is Funshine, no sorry, not Funshine, Nemson has had the modpack okayed on the AT launcher, so very soon now you will be able to download the Utopia pack on the AT launcher, which is pretty cool. I think he's going to try and work out if we can get a well save in there as well. And maybe, I don't know if it's going to be a well save or if it's going to be a blank map of this our little island map here that Protost made back in the start of the server. So yeah, it might actually have to be a well save, which would be all our current bases and stuff. Which in fact, what do you reckon? Would you like, if people would be interested in downloading a world, would they rather have the world as it is with all our stuff, or would they rather have a blank map to play the pack on? If people are interested in playing the pack, that is. Anyway, it'll be on the AT launcher very soon. And I've miscalculated that completely. I thought I was going to fill up 2 tanks. That's 4 and 4. So I need much more of that stuff. Right, enjoy the first few minutes of the Advanced Genetics. I'll be back in a bit.
Now then, welcome back to another episode on the Utopia³ server. This episode, the 3 of us got together. Say hi, guys.
Hello. Hi, guys.
And we've decided to do a bit of playing around with the advanced genetics and mutant creatures mods before they get taken out of the Utopia mod pack. So we're here over in the Void Age, where Sunshine Labs is going to play host to a little mini game. Akko going down there. Got a little present for you first, Akko, so you don't have to get too much fuel use. Have you seen how to inject those?
I have not. What do I do? Find the vein.
Find the vein.
And take my pants off
until it's all fully stretched. Take your pants off, bend over, and inject.
I was going to go into the groin. What?
And then when you release, you should have no blood left in the syringe.
So press until there's no blood left.
Hold right click for a few seconds. You'll see it like a bow shot, and then when you let go, it'll go in. I'm
mainlining it into my eyeball.
And then let go. Have to let go now. Right.
Cool. I'm tripping a bit.
Now and now you've got it. Then you do the same again to draw the blood back into the syringe and toss the syringe back to me. And then we can use it for somebody else. Kind of recycling blood.
I'm potentially not clean, just so you know.
That's alright, that's alright. It gets centrifuged, so it gets cleaned up again, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, cool. I just want to say this is a very nice place you built here, guys. It's very...
Thank you.
It's very Umbrella Corporation-y.
It's very clean and straight to the point. It's a
I'm expecting
scientific lab.
I'm expecting the corridors to shut me off and lasers to start cutting me off at any point.
If you go down the wrong route, maybe.
So
We never installed the defences.
can I fly?
Yep.
You should be able to fly.
Double click.
Should be double
Yep.
click.
Flight creative mode.
It's a little...
It does
Tricky.
get bugged sometimes.
It's better when you have more room here.
Ah, okay. I'm
There
flying.
You,
Sweet,
you
yeah.
got it.
Flying with no
Flying
armor.
with not unassisted. And F is fireballs. B is explosive, destructive fireballs. H to teleport, which is basically like chucking an ender pearl. So you can ender pearl around. You might ender pearl to something though, rather than to nothing.
I thought it was going to teleport me to the void then. Oh, I panicked.
You can breathe underwater. You can swim in lava. You
Oh.
can do all the super Herobrine things that
Oh.
we invented in our genetic serum.
I feel like Jeff Capes in the 80s.
Yeah. Just be a little wary. You're gonna run super fast. Don't run into the walls. You get stuck in them.
So I get to see
So,
a nice aerial view of your base as well now, your little place. This place is very cool. I'm totally pinching the design of this, by the way, at some point.
yeah, that's cool. It's chisel blocks that made it happen.
And imagination.
Well, a little bit, yeah. So what we're doing here today is we're going to get started on this. We're never going to finish it this episode. So the chances are you'll see another couple of episodes from us over the course of the next few days, showing our progress and hopefully showing us finish it. We're going to build a little mini arena.
Ooh.
And we've all got our little jobs involved in building this arena. Funshine is currently setting out a nice big hexagon-shaped platform for us to have as the arena proper. We're going to spawn monsters into the arena. That's going to be Akko's thing, because he's the MFR mob spawner guy. He's going to get lots of mobs in eggs and throw them around the arena at people to fight. Like waves and waves of mobs. I'm going to sort out a little player equipment section over this side, I think, which will be the advanced genetics mod so that people can inject themselves with some super... Oh, bye, man.
That was close.
Straight down to the void. So that the players, before they enter the arena, can leave all their stuff in a locker and then inject themselves with a formula that's specially designed just for the arena fight. We're going to have some computer craft involved, so Funshine's computer skills are going to come out again, and we're going to have just a lot of waves of really angry mutant creatures and other mobs spawning into the arena.
So is it going to be mutant mob? Oh, what's happened there? Is it going to be the mutant mobs that were spawning, or normal game mobs?
Normal game mobs, but then we can throw potions that make them into the mutant creatures.
Ooh.
Rather than spawning mutant creatures in, I think we throw in normal creatures, and then maybe, this is an idea I've just had, right? So bear with me, get it on camera. We throw normal mobs into this arena, and then at random times during the game, during the fight, we rain those potions that mutate those creatures into mutant creatures. So the players will have to destroy a wave quickly, otherwise some of the wave may turn into mutants halfway through
Interesting.
for the next wave.
Does this all want to be factory blocks, Ron?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a Thaumcraft later. I don't
Oops.
know what I'm gonna make it out of.
Oh,
That was it.
I can't.
Is that a key binding problem?
Yeah.
Only
Change
cook
your
bread.
wand focus.
Hmm.
Light my arena on fire already, are you?
Yeah. How do I get my? Oops. There we go. Whee!
I should get myself one of those building ones out, really, shouldn't I?
There's like 30 of them in your inventory.
Yeah. I just don't use them for some reason. I don't know.
So I got told off after doing a video with Sento that I wasn't forceful enough. So, Ron, do the floor. Nemson, do the floor.
Forceful. Who complained about you not being forceful enough?
Rorax. Said
Were you
Sento
supposed
took,
to be keeping Sento and Nicholas in line?
Sento took over. I just said
Ah,
I was in charge off camera, so it's alright. We need a lot of these blocks, aren't we? So, we're making a
Yeah.
Thunderdome.
A hexagonal Thunderdome, yeah.
Sweet.
We'd do some cool chisel glass and stuff like that. We'd figure out what glass to use.
I've always wanted a Thunderdome in my garden.
Like proper Mad Max Thunderdome in your garden.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in the street where I could grab and chuck them in the Thunderdome and make them fight their way out.
Tell them, got it.
I'll make about 1,000 of these then.
Sounds good.
Back to the dogs.
I bought 256 and it didn't touch the sides, so.
Yeah.
I actually like the cool little effect it's making.
There we go. 1,000 of them and then back we go.
My hexagon's not quite a hexagon. That was pretty pathetic.
So, for the viewers, this is to celebrate the change of the bundles, if that's correct, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's something to do with it. This is just for having a fight as well, really. Just something to play with. But the adventure bundles are going to start coming in, just as this advanced genetics mod and the mutant creatures mod is leaving the pack. So it's also a good place where we can celebrate these two mods, the mutant creatures and advanced genetics, and all their time that they've had in the pack so far, with combining all of the knowledge we've found out about them into one cool little mini game, which is why we're doing it in this void age, so that we can just save it somewhere when we're done,
Cool.
rather than it being deleted forever and the blocks.
So we may get these mods back in the future.
Yeah, we may do. It's been done. We've done it, but there's no saying that somebody like yourself, Akko, who hasn't actually touched on it much, might want to do it with something in the future.
Yeah, I've not touched advanced genetics at all, and I'd like to. Yeah, I haven't found time to get round to it.
You've got it in your monster pack, though, haven't you?
Yes,
So you'll be able to do it on your Feed the Beast monster.
I shall be. Yes, I think I'm going to do it in there as my mode of flight. I think. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to go crazy and have all this explosive stuff and that. No.
Yeah, we tried to completely explore it, didn't we? Just so that we could at least write it off as, yeah, that's completed, that mod. It's done.
Yep.
I've run out of blocks again already. Wow.
Right then, so I think because there's not a lot for me to do just yet, I'm going to cut here on my bit of the recording, and I'll come back when I've got something to do.
Good plan.
Back in a bit.
Uh,
Okay then, I'm back, and just before I head across to the genetics stage, I'll show you where we're up to now. It's not quite ready to go, but I'll show you how far we've got. I say mostly Nem and Funshine doing all the work. I'll put my little bit in there, though, and I think it's what they want, but Nem's on at the minute, but I don't think he's in there at the minute. I think he's doing something else. I think he's doing Thaumcraft at the minute. So, I've done a little bit with this as well. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but I'll show you what I've done just so. Kind of the idea was, I was just trying to make a big letter A, to be honest. I've gone back to the wrong place, haven't I? Idiot. That way. And then... Oops. Bit of lag there. I'll just make a letter A there. So I've got that at half a tank. I need more pyrotheum behind there. And probably above there as well to cover that. And then I'm going to have to do the bar across the A. With something else, I think. Maybe redstone. Yeah. Don't know if I like it or not. It'd be nice if I could get the bar across there as Ender as well, but that means this would all just flow into it. So, don't know. Anyway, and you also may have noticed in my inventory I have actually made some Redstone Arsenal stuff. Redstone Arsenal is part of Thermal Expansion technique. It's part of COFH, which is Thermal Expansion. So it's Redstone Flux, tools and weapons. I think it'd be nice if they added a bow. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? That fired flux arrows. So maybe that must have been suggested. So we've got all kinds of stuff. We've got a battle wrench, which is a wrench that you can use to hit people with as well. We've got a sickle. I've not actually tried the sickle. That was pretty cool. Quite a few things there. So I've made all these. They're all pretty straightforward. They pretty much take these flux crystals, which are just diamonds with redstone, and these flux electrum ingots, which is flux electrum blend and pyrotheum dust. Pyrotheum dust we made before. It's just that sulfur redstone blaze powder, coal, and flux electrum blend is electrum blend with redstone. And electrum blend, of course, is just gold and silver. So it's just gold, silver, redstone, and then for the rods, it's a bit of pulverized obsidian with blaze powder. That makes your rods, and you just make them like normal tools. So pretty cool. And what they do, you can charge them up with RF. So I'm going to start using these as my tool and weapon set. So I've got myself a full set with the Omni Wrench. Omni Wrench, when it was a standalone mod, was one of my favourite tools, and it's still very cool now. So for now, I'm going to put all this stuff into storage back in my base somewhere. I'll do that later on. So let's head to the genetics world, to the genetics void, and I'll genetics void. Ooh, it even sounds ominous, doesn't it? I'm going to say it again. I said it in that little bit of the video I already showed you. I love this place. I think it looks so awesome. Now, what we've got is over there, when it loads in, we have got a Thunderdome. Now I'm going to fly up there so I can show it from the outside first. Dun, dun, dun. We've got a nice little fighting arena. Got a Thunderdome. I don't know if we're breaching any kind of copyright there. That, you wouldn't believe how long that took me to make. I'm a Dissan, and I'll tell you why it took me a while in a bit. But this is really cool. So this is the area. In it we have got computer. Oops, let's go back up there. It's all computer controlled. There's a big scoreboard up on the wall there. If you don't watch Funshine, you should. He's very good at computer craft. He's got tutorial series and all sorts of stuff on computer craft that I've not personally watched because I don't like computer craft, but I know they are very good. So I ain't going to touch any of this because I'll probably just break stuff. We've got random drawbridges, putting up walls and things like that. What we've got underneath, down here, we've got spawners. So I ain't finished these conveyor belts yet, but I'm going to use conveyor belts to get the mobs into the portal. The portal's turned off at the minute, so it just keeps putting you back into the middle. But when it's running, when the computer craft program is running, there is a turtle that randomly... Where is the turtle? It's under there somewhere. There's a turtle that randomly swaps the books, so you can spawn at different areas in the thing, and the mobs can spawn at different areas in the thing. So we've got all these. This is my little bit. These are the MFR auto spawners. So we've got a zombie, skeleton, pigman. Now pigman don't get aggressive. So I'm not sure if there's a way with genetics to enrage him. I'm not sure about that. And then with a skeleton. And then here we've got the air guardian from Arts Magic 8. And then this one we have got the earth guardian. So as the levels go up, so some of these mobs can be mutated. The skeleton certainly can to the big guy. Zombie can. Not sure what these two guys. The creeper and enderman can as well, but they're going to cause issues, teleporting out or exploding stuff. So we're not going to use them too. As you can see, there's loads of MFR rednet under here, keeping everything working properly and running right. And there's different colour cables and all kind of stuff that I really missed. But my small contribution to this little project was Mob Essence, auto spawners, and the power to get the auto spawners going. So the auto spawners are running off MFR Rednet as well. So it triggers different things at different levels and stuff like that. So we've got a nice little fighting arena here. So I ain't going to do any more in here now because I don't really know how to turn it on, if I'm being honest. And I'm not sure if what you need to do is watch Ron's episodes, Funshine's episodes, and Nemson's episodes, where they explain how they've done all this, because they've spent a great deal more time in here than I have. I'll show you. I'll tell you why this took so long. Check it out. These are from the panel worker, from Binny's Mods, Extra Trees. I used it previously in I think my 1.5 world. Let's drop back down here. In fact, I'll go show you it. It's back in my base. Let's head back. I've got to go a long way because I don't have a cheaty book. So in an episode the next day or so, you should see that in action, and I'll fight a load of mobs in there once it's all running properly, and I'll see if they make a mess of me. A little bit of lag when we're coming into the... I just need to show you something actually. We've got a tree farm at spawn that I put there. Used to be the tree farm down in the other part of my base, and we've got it over here, and you see it's just Galgadorian cart tree farm, a little bit of redstone control, putting stuff into barrels, and then it feeds from the barrels into the triple white chest, so anyone can take a stack of wood, it'll just replenish. And the wood, someone was eating all the wood, and I was trying to be Sherlock Holmes, trying to track it down for ages. It turns out it was Nemson. He had it going to his backup. He had a little backup network in case his main one went down, and the backup network had about 1 million wood in it. So Nemson was stealing all the wood, Noobson, and someone's stealing all the apples. So Nemson reckons that's not him, but all the apples are going somewhere. So who's stealing my apples? So yeah, if anyone needs wood on the server, we've got a massive amount of wood, and Nicholas has made these into bigger barrels, and he's also chucked a load of bones in there, which I should do as well more often to keep this running a bit quicker. Cool. Right, now I can head back, and I'll show you how to make the... There's weird lag going when I run down here. What's causing that? I'll show you the panel worker that I used to make that sign. Now, where is it? I think it's in here. It is. I'm going to need them 3 things. And there it is. Panel worker. Panel workers are really cool. There's also one that does blocks. This one just does panels. We'll need some of that stuff, wood polish. Now, the panel worker itself, what you put 2 different types of wood in. We don't even need 2 types of wood. You can just put 1 type of wood in if you want. But let's grab 2 types. So if you put 1 type in, you can see you can have these patterns, but it's just 1 colour if you use 1 type of wood. And there's all these patterns here. If you use 2 types, you get this 2-tone patterns on your wood. Very nice. In Unleashed, I used a pattern to make the black and yellow straight floor. Do you know the hazard floor? I think I used that one. No, I didn't. I used something. I used that one, maybe, to make a hazard flooring, like what we can do this now because we've got chisel. We couldn't do that before, but very cool. And it also needs this stuff, wood polish. Now this is where it gets a bit trickier. Before, wood polish I think was just beeswax, whereas now, let's have a look how to make wood polish. Wood polish, you need to squeeze beeswax in a carpenter, and it needs turpentine. Turpentine you can get from putting resin through a still, and resin you get from squeezing spruce wood. So we do have light mages. So I had to make a little squeezer into it. It's not a massive big deal, but just to get a bit of wood polish, it seemed a bit excessive. I had to get that. I had to make a spruce farm, so I had some spruce wood to do the initial squeezing, put the resin into the still, turn it into turpentine, and then put that in there with the beeswax to get me some wood polish. And it took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Let's put it that way. So yeah, right. After the last episode, after the one before that, because the last episode, of course, I was messing around with Sento, killing the Ice Magic bosses. I asked if I should do thermal expansion processing or IC2 processing, and bear in mind, of course, I do need IC2 uranium, processed uranium for B stuff. I've made a couple more things up here, but there's nothing in them at the minute because I ain't got any uranium, so I can't do any breeding really proper. I can do breeding, I can't do any high percentage chance breeding because I've got no uranium that works in the mutator block. So I'm going to start on IC2, and I don't know how far I'm going to get in this episode, but I'm going to have to see how long it is as well, because it already might be pretty long. But I'm going to start by making a little IC2 triple ore processing setup. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to power it. Eventually, I want a nuclear reactor here, but I might have to get some kind of intermediate power going first up just to get it going, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to look what options I've got, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay then, I've had a quick look at a couple of things, and I set the machines I'm going to need for sure. Now, one of them is going to be a metal former. What I'm going to start off with though is, in fact, do I need a metal former to make this? Let's have a look at a semi-fluid. Semi-fluid generator, something I've not used before. Iron item casing is iron plates and a forge hammer. So I need a metal former for that as well, do I? So I actually need a metal former. Well, I don't need a metal former, but right. The first couple of machines I'm going to make then are going to be this guy, forge hammer. So let's start making stuff. Screw it. Let's just start throwing a few things together. Let's go with one of them, forge hammer, and not like I'm short on materials. Universal fluid cell. So I need some of them tin item casings for this. Oops. So I need 4 of them, which each need 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16. So I need 20 of these iron item casings. So 20. So I need 10 iron plates. Iron plates. I bet I can make in a rolling machine. It doesn't really matter, does it? I can make in there. So it's not great take her out. You don't actually lose. So 10 iron. Why don't I just do it in there? So that's not having it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then back in there again. I'll get me 20 of them guys. In the middle I need a geothermal generator. Okay. So I need some more bits of that. So I'll start off with a generator. So we'll start off with an RE battery. Right. The beauty of the ME crafting, of course, is I can do this all pretty quick. Okay. So more iron plates needed. Let's make some iron plates. And then let's make a cutter. Whoops. Not the ideal way of doing things this, I apologise. I need tin plates making as well. That does not make tin plates, and I have lost my forge hammer. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Was it 3 I needed? No, it was 1. Never mind. That's not what I wanted, was it? Tin cable. Oh, I'm making a cutter, aren't I? Of course I am, idiot. That gets me a cutter, right. Then try that again. Tin plates are a cutter and a tin plate. The 3 tin cable, wonderful. And then I can combine that with some rubber. Get myself an insulated tin cable. We're getting there. Iron furnace. More iron plates in a furnace. Should have maybe done some of this off camera, I apologise. There's a furnace. And then iron plates like that. 5 of them. Oh, now what am I making? Oh Christ, I've lost track of what I'm even doing. Iron furnace, that's what I'm making. Iron furnace, thank you. And then still an RE battery, so I need tin item casings. 2, 4. Look at that. I knew I must have known I needed that. Yay! Got an array battery. And now I'm missing iron plates, I guess. I don't know why I just didn't go to the different recipe instead of staying on this. So 1, 2, 3 of them gets me that guy. So we've now got a generator, wonderful. And now to turn that into a geothermal, we need 2 more of them, some glass and some empty cells. Empty cells. What? Must be a way of making empty cells without that. Let's try that again, please. Empty cell. Extractor. Fluid transposer, metal former. So that's all I can do? I cannot make empty cells any other way. Are you kidding me, aren't you? Well, I guess I'll have to make just have to use that generator first to make a metal former to power the thing. Tell you what, I'm going to cut the camera, I'm going to make a few bits, because this is a bit of a shambles. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've made some bits. I've made some bits towards my plate former. Is that right? Metal former. Damn it. Metal former. So these things, coils, copper wire around iron, and then these things, toolboxes, and then bronze plate items, chests. So I realised it's actually going to be easy for me to start putting a lot of stuff into my Mac here. So what I've done is I've got the plates all along there. So unlike Greg Tech, you still get 2. So I'm going to burn through some iron hammers, but forge hammers. But although they're iron ingots and sticks, so that's easy. I don't mind burning through them. So a lot of this auto craft is going to be a lot easier just doing it through this than actually doing it for the metal former. Now, of course, I do still need the metal former because I need the cells that you can only make in that. So I've got to make this anyway, but I can make most of the bits in there that I need. So I should be able to ask them toolbox things. Now, I think I've put all the stuff in that I need. What's that iron item casing? Oops, done that one twice. Never mind. Let's put that. In fact, let's clear that and then put that back in there. There we go. So I've actually put in a pattern for the actual forge hammer as well, so I can make them as it needs it. Because you see, this one's nearly burnt through already. Electronic circuit, nice and easy. That's nice and easy. And then ME, just casing there is just iron plates. So that's nice and easy as well. So I should be able to make these toolboxes. So I want 2 of them. They should pop up pretty quickly. And go back in there. There's 1. And there's 2. Wonderful. The sticks can go back and that hammer can go back. So I probably just make another hammer there. Yeah, I did look. Oops. Because I had the hammer in my inventory. So there's our metal former. And I put it down over here next to our generator. So if we look in this, there's 2 modes. There's extruding and rolling. What I want is extrude some tin plates. So tin, craft a tin plate, please. I want a bit of coal to power this, which I've got 28k, so that's not an issue, is it? That goes in there. Oops, and then that goes in there, and that should get me. It's slow, isn't it? These have got upgrade slots, so I will be upgrading all this. Now, what we have got, one of the few mods we have got for IC2 is the IC2 advanced machines. So I will be rocking them out at some point. Combined recycler. So I will be using them certainly. So that gets us. What? It's not what I wanted. Extruding. Cutting. Failing all over the place. I'll have to wrap up in a minute. It's getting a. What? Cell? No, cell. Empty cell. Metal former extruding tin plates. I made the wrong thing. I actually want to extrude that, not cut it. Oh, there's 3. My bad. So what I should have done was extrude that. I thought I was on that setting. My bad. So I need another one of tin plates. This is slow as hell. Thank you. So tin plate goes in the extruded one there. If we go back to our geothermal. We needed iron casings, we've got them. We've got glass. This should give us empty cells. Is that just... That's 3 empty cells, so that's good. So we need this generator back now, so come back here, you. And will my omni wrench break this? No, good. So now we can make the geothermal, hopefully. Yeah, click on that, shift click that. Cool, we've got a geothermal, and now that can go into the semi-fluid, which needs... We've got some of them. Ah, that's why I had 20 of these made, wasn't it? So I want 4 of them. Semi-fluid. IC2 crafting. Oh, they're tin item casings, okay. And tin item casings I don't think I've got the recipe for yet. So we'll go into there, we'll ask for that. Encode, thank you. We might as well ask for that as well. Thank you. So, tin item casing, go there. That can go there. And now we can ask for 4 of them, please. Oops. Wrong window. Oh, I'm an idiot. Ask from in there. What they're called. Universal fluid cell. 4 of you, please. Fan says. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's my iron, what do you call it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets me a semi-fluid generator. Awesome. Now what this uses is the same fuel that my dynamo is using over there. So I can just grab one of my fuel barrels. And I should be able to pump that straight into that. Hopefully. So I'll get a little bit of fuel going on there. Hopefully that's got redstone control. What I'm going to want is I'm going to put this into a storage. So I'm going to skip making a back box. There is a back box still. Back box. Like so. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go straight to an MFE. So let's have a look at MFE. MFE is exactly the same as it used to be. So insulated gold cable. I need gold plates for that. And I need one of them cutter patterns as well. I'll make a few more patterns and then I'm probably going to wrap up. So I want a pattern for that. I want a pattern for that. I want to get a pattern for the cutter itself. And then I'm going to want a pattern with 2 rubbers for now. I've got some IC2 rubber, but I've got a barrel full of MFR rubber, so I will be switching these recipes to MFR once I've bent through this bit of not IC2 rubber I've got. Then energy cells. What? Energiarium dust? You kidding me, aren't you? I've got to compress. Well, I need a macerator for that. Oh, nothing's easy, is it? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll make a compressor. I'll get a compressor and a macerator bed off camera because it looks like I need both of them. And we'll connect them straight up to this thing. And we'll get that MFE made and then I'll wrap up. Back in a bit. Oh, so, okay then, so wrapping up very shortly. I've made a macerator and a compressor. Very simple. Let's not have a look at them. Is it 3? Very simple. Just circuit, basic machine, blah blah blah. And same for that. Very straightforward. Smooth stone. And the bits. So that's going to get me... Oh, I need 1 of them. Okay, so I need 3 more diamonds. So 3. Get them chucked for the macerator. Now I'm not going to bother making upgrades for this because I'm going to make the rotary macerator as soon as I can. Which takes a few more bits. I want some redstone. 4 redstone. I believe it's like that. What goes in the middle? 5 redstone, okay. and get my 3 diamond dust here. I'm just using some copper cable there. I am going to make some glass fibre cable, which glass fibre cable uses this energiarium stuff as well. So I'll show you. Look, I've always just gone straight for glass fibre cable when I can with IC2, so I don't see any reason to change that. So a bit of pulverised silver, some energiarium dust, which is what we're making now. Will get me glass fibre. It only makes 1. Okay, that's quite pricey, isn't it? So I should be making this stuff in bulk, I'm sure. Come on, slow ass. Yeah. So we've got a few bits made anyway. We've got a semi-fluid generator. I've just connected that using a fluid duct, and that's working nice. This seems to be putting out 32 EU a tick, because nothing's blowing up. So I'm guessing that's working. So I've got that energiarium dust. That now goes into compressor. Oh, I need 4 of them, don't I? Damn it. So 12 more diamonds. It's going to take ages. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I'll get that. Well, you can see what I'm doing there. I'll get that processed. They become energy crystals. Energy crystals go around. These bits are already made. Get us an MFE, and we'll carry on from there next time. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you again for all the subs, and thank you for all the comments. I love the interaction with you guys. I've got the best subs on the YouTubes, I'm sure, and I really appreciate you sticking around. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.